What if I told you that Caterpillar just dropped an engine that could shake up the entire heavy-duty market, and it's not even a 15-liter? That's right. Meet the 2026 Caterpillar C13D, an engine so bold, so different, that it might just make the big boys nervous. Think lighter, cleaner, more powerful, and yes, still built like a tank. But hold up. Why is Caterpillar, the king of durability and diesel, suddenly re-engineering the mid-duty class? Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll understand why the C13D isn't just an engine. It's a warning shot to the competition. The core, deep dive with transitions and pattern interrupts. Engine basics, but not basic. The C13D isn't your average 13-liter power plant. It's next-gen from the inside out, designed with 6 inline cylinders, packing 450 to 690 horsepower and delivering up to 2,300 pound-feet of torque. That puts it toe-to-toe with today's 15-liter giants like the Cummins X15 or Detroit DD15. And here's the kicker. It weighs about 1,200 pounds less than most of them. You heard that right. Less weight, same output. That's a fuel efficiency dream and a fleet manager's fantasy. Attention reset. Remember when lightweight used to mean underpowered? Yeah. Caterpillar just gave that idea a swift kick to the crankshaft. Built for a changing industry. Why now? Why this engine? Simple. Regulations are tightening, fuel prices are climbing, and fleet margins are thinner than ever. The 2026 EPA emission standards are coming, and the C13D is Caterpillar's power-packed response. It's been engineered with advanced thermal management, low NOx emissions, and flexibility for future fuel blends. Yes, we're talking renewable diesel, biodiesel, and even hydrogen blends. But wait, how does it manage to stay clean without choking performance? Hold that thought. Performance meets clean tech. The answer lies in Caterpillar's upgraded after-treatment system, a redesigned SCR system that works smarter, not harder. It's more compact, faster to heat, and less prone to clogging. Pair that with variable valve timing, high-pressure common rail injection, and a turbocharged boost strategy, and you've got an engine that responds instantly but still keeps emissions down. In other words, no more trade-off between power and compliance. Remember when meeting emission standards meant your engine ran like it had a sinus infection? Not anymore. Versatility, beyond just trucks. Here's something most people miss. The C13D isn't just built for on-highway Class 8 rigs. It's also primed for vocational trucks, agriculture, construction, and even power generation. Why does that matter? Because it shows Caterpillar is playing the long game. This engine isn't a one-trick pony. It's a multi-market disruptor, and versatility means volume. Volume means lower costs, and that means Caterpillar just made your next spec decision a whole lot easier. Bridge. But just how durable is this lightweight champ? Can it take the punishment of real-world trucking? You're going to want to hear this next part. Durability that talks the talk and walks the walk. The C13D is built with a compacted graphite iron CGI block, forged steel internals, and integrated oil cooling to handle extreme thermal loads. It's been tested to over 1 million simulated miles under full load duty cycles, and not in a lab, but in live field operations, from Alaska's deep freeze to Arizona's blistering heat. And yet, there's one number Caterpillar is keeping quiet about. And it might surprise you. We'll get to that in just a second. The quiet spec that's loud as hell. The spec we're talking about? Fuel economy. Caterpillar hasn't released exact MPG figures yet, but early fleet testers are reporting up to 8% gains over comparable 15-liter engines. That's a big deal. If you're running 100,000 miles a year per truck, that's thousands in savings. Multiply that by a fleet, and it's not just fuel savings, it's a competitive edge. Let's recap. 13-liter weight, 15-liter power emissions compliant, fuel flexible, tested for durability, built for versatility, cost savings and future-proofing. If you're a fleet manager, an owner-operator, or even just a gearhead watching from the sidelines. This is the kind of release that doesn't happen often. Caterpillar isn't just releasing an engine. They're redefining what a mid-sized diesel can be. But here's what I want to know. Will the competition respond? Will Cummins double down on the X10? Will Detroit retaliate with an all-new DD14? Because this engine didn't just enter the game. It changed the rules. So what do you think? Is the 2026 Caterpillar C13D the future of diesel, or just a flashy newcomer? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that bell so you don't miss our upcoming head-to-head. Caterpillar C13D versus Cummins X10. It's going to get technical and maybe a little brutal.